Along the way, the Riddler has been leaving us some clues to figure out where in the world his next heist is going to be. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this will be the level to tell us. Edward Enigma, aka the Riddler, is obsessed with riddles, puzzles, and word games. He delights in leaving clues for Batman at the scene of his crime, which regularly leads to his downfall. Using specifically developed technology incorporated into his cane, he can take control of people's minds. Sounds right. Gonna just use all the pieces to build something. He's going to rob the Eiffel Tower. What about the rest of those pieces? Yeah! What is it? I'm not really sure what it is either. Aha! The mint. Alright, the face-off. Which, in all honesty, that should have been the name of the Two-Face level. Like, come on, face-off. Oh well. This is still a pretty fun level anyway. I love the idea that there's like a barricade on the bridge that you have to get past first. Kind of really builds up to what in the world this building is. Now, before we can get that car moving, we have to first take care of a few things. There we go. So there's a scanning system. That seems to be the only way to get in and out of this place. Because they need to know what is coming in and what is going out. Alright, Robin, throw the switch. Yeah. First, let's make sure we got everything destroyed first. Very good. Isn't anything back here? Yeah, just a barrier. I'm not even in it and it's scanning me. All clear. So those like Poison Ivy's men, the idea that they're coming down in what looks like tulips. There we go. This may or may not. Oh, I know what this is. I remember what that suit is. First, I'm gonna just keep the truck running. I know when I might need it. After all, it looks like they've closed down the bridge. The glide suit. Oh, right. So I put you here. I like how at this point of the game series, they're just like, yeah, you know how two-person puzzles work. Just figure it out on your own. Okay. Now, I believe you have the boomerang, the glowing thing here. Aha. Flip the switch, and that's how you get the bridge. Oh, great. Another vacuum suit. Or do I need the vacuum? That is a good question. I shall find out. Alright, now for the one mini kit that took me forever to figure out. So you just kind of mash down these little yellow things. idiot jump on him. Aha, that's what it was. It took me so long to figure that out. I feel like such an idiot when I finally did discover it. In fact, I think I needed to look up a walkthrough for that. That was the last mini-kit. For me, anyway. I'm gonna guess FB stands for Federal Bank. Kind of like a Federal Reserve offhand, that kind of thing. Which would make sense that there'd be a lot of money in Gotham, as it's basically New York City. Okay, so there is a vacuum there, but I don't think it's necessary for us to be able to progress further. Right, there's your guided system. You go in there and you just get vaporized. Yeah, just one more. Alright, and then we can build up the sign frontage. I forget if this gives you a mini kit or if this just opens a way forward. In that moment. Ah, okay, so that is just the mini kit. Oh well. Must have to use one of these motorcycles to press the switch here, I'm guessing. There we go. Alright, Robin, it looks like you're on vacuum detail again. Oh, the magnet, of course. But first, let's take care of a few more studs, shall we? Need the remote control suit for that, it looks like. Take care of the phone booth. Okay, so we go up. And then that opens a ladder, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's... Sure, you could just kind of shimmy both ways, but it's just faster to jump. A bit more dangerous, but faster. Okay. Now it looks like we have to get this elevator going, or unless you're in the UK, a lift. What do you mean Batman couldn't have made all those jumps? I guess it's just a bit of a shortcut, ain't it? So, let's see what else is up here. Okay, I'm not going that way. That would just take too long to get back up here all over again. So, let's just take the window washer approach. Going up. There we go. It's like, you gonna start? Okay, we're in. Well, this seems a bit more like the criminal route than the hero's route. Just gotta love how there's toxic waste. And because Two-Face is a mutant, he doesn't feel anything from this. So he's just dancing on the radioactive waste. While everybody else has to avoid it because it hurts them. See how many times we can beat him up before he goes away, I guess. Looks like we have another suit, but which is it? Is this another vacuum? Yep. I was afraid of that. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Hopefully that's everything. Just made it. Now I know there's more. That's probably the way to actually get back to Two-Face. Come on, pick it up. There's one more over there. Good. And another one. Good. Thankfully, it's not an exact count. They usually leave a little extra in case they miss one or something. Aha, a boat. Good thing Commissioner Gordon installed this. Like, what is the lore or reason of there being a boat? Okay, why is there nuclear waste in this place? I think that's the real question. Come on, steer it. There we go. We're just gonna ride along. But first, I'm gonna get all the gold. Because you see, Mr. Powers, I love gold. I wonder if he gets some following. Oh. Get a bit of a stat bonus. Very nice. He's dual wielding. Texas waste is poisonous, but certain characters' vehicles are safe. Yeah, I kind of picked that up already. Well, it looks like it's perilous, but I think I can make it. It's funny how that platforming feels less perilous than it would if this was an N64 game. Not sure if I'm gonna need more, but you never know. Clean it up. Can I actually reach it from here? But hey, where's Batman? I mean, I figured he was gonna be right behind me. Must be stuck in one of those endless loops or whatnot. Ah, there we go. Never got off the boat! Alright, Robin, you stay here while I flip the switch. Very good. Probably need someone with toxic immunity to be able to get through there. Whoa. Sound like a glitch. Oh, dang it. This is probably the first thing I think of if anybody ever says Disco Elysium. Because this looks vaguely disco-like in a weird dystopian future. But if anybody knows what Disco Elysium actually is, feel free to tell me, because I just only know the title. Oh man, that one was pre-rendered rather than an engine. Riddler and Two-Face. I was gonna say, we're not finished Two-Face. I like how it's clearly just the same thing as, I believe it was Jango Fett in both the original Lego Star Wars as well as the complete saga. Let's see, I think we have to destroy the crate. That didn't work. Oh, it did. Okay, I know a new phase is coming, but what? There's another chest there. You know, this is one of the things I'm kind of laughing at in a more ironic way is there was that leak of the supposed Lego James Bond game, and, well, I'm in a gold depository. This very much feels like Goldfinger. The climax to Goldfinger. I mean, hey, you could have just kind of retextured this, and you already kind of got the basics already. So let's see, we need to kind of set up that weapon again. Ah, there's another chest. I'm very curious to know if there were any other designs that ever went anywhere for that game. I mean, was it only just that particular trailer, or was there by chance some scrapped ideas for when the game was realized to not really have much of anything going on? The Riddler's kind of going mad with power, that he's not really aiming directly at us. Take this. I'm gonna guess it's just an old-fashioned beat down. Time to beat down! Okay, let's get back in the laser again. Oh, henchman. But of course. Surprised they didn't kill him. Jump. There we go. So I guess just a few more rounds of this, henchman, and then we will have defeated the Riddler. Well, let's just get the boomerang action going, you know, take care of more than just one at a time. Okay, Batman. Poor Two-Face. It's just kind of like, no, you're not done finishing your purpose. Play for me, puppets. And, yeah, Batman the Animated Series. The arc with Two-Face, the end of it just made me cry that even at the end of it, his wife still wanted to marry him. Well, you got what you wanted, Two-Face. The gold within the depository. Save the gloating for later, Robin. Level complete. Free play unlocked. Actually got the superhero bonus this time. Very nice. So, you get the superhero bonus on all the levels, then you get a special mini-kit. I know what it is, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that doesn't know. It's just the Riddler's mini-kit. I love it. Let's finish the story. Arkham Asylum. Clayface is going back to pottery. Mr. Freeze wants to be with his ice girls. Poison Ivy's doing whatever. Poor guy just has his coin and that's it. You think they would have maybe given the Riddler some crossword puzzles or something? I mean, most of the other ones had like a hobby or something. Okay. I'm gonna actually play through some of the credits because I want to know, is Tom Kenny doing all those grunts for the Riddler? Because it sounds so much like him. And on top of that, you know, gotta love that Danny Elfman theme. At least I hope I'm getting the right composer. Pretty sure it's Danny Elfman, because him and Tim Burton worked together for a lot of different projects. And yeah, it's still kind of crazy to think that it took so long for Tim Burton to head a Addams Family project. That's just right up his alley. The idea that, like, it's the idea that it's a more macabre sensibility, kind of like what's in a lot of Tim Burton's work, you know, The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Corpse Bride, Frankie Weenie. But yet there's still kind of like a childish sensibility to it, if that makes any sense. I mean, like, the worlds he creates are kind of dark and, by a lot of accounts, messed up, but yet there is kind of like a kindred spirit feel to him, if that makes any sense. Wow, didn't think this was gonna be a review of Tim Burton's career, but yeah, I'd say that's the best way to describe him. Dark, but stylish. But yet in a way that's has like a childish sensibility to it. Kid tester and team mascot. There's only one kid tester. That's interesting. I wonder when they're gonna get to the voices, unless maybe that was under special thanks, perhaps. Quality assurance compliance. You know what? I think that's what modern games are missing these days, is quality assurance people. Because, let's be honest, it seems like every other game that releases these days, there's a day one patch. There should be at least a little bit of testing to be able to, you know, make sure the game is playable, that there's nothing entirely game breaking. I get the idea that DLCs are a very popular medium for extending the game, but I feel like that's what DLC should be. It should be an extension rather than you're paying for 3/4 of a game and then you have to pay a little more to pay for the rest. Interesting that it's only just first names here. Warner Brothers Interactive Director Sales. Ah yes. This is when you get to the era of filmmaking and gaming and a lot of other things where there's just credits for everything. It's always especially fun when it's just like a coffee service provided by Starbucks. Catering service by this. Like, it would make sense that there'd be like a makeup artist and whatnot. Talent credits. Hey, you got Steve Blum. Yep, there he is! Tom Kenny! I knew it! There's Tom Kenny! Yeah! I guess Steve Blum must be the voice of Batman. Yep, original music written by Danny Elfman. See, I was right. There's Tom Kenny, but also Steve Blum is in this game. That is awesome. There's probably a few other big names of the industry, but those are the only ones I know for sure. And we just barely cracked the 10%. I like how this is the same ending for all the games, but later on they got a little more detailed, where they would add little grunts to the people working around. Now Now, before calling this an episode, I want to show you one other thing. Gotta go back to the Batcave for this. Oh, it already starts us here. So now that we've completed a hero story, you can actually... give me a second, the nunchuck's acting up. There we go. So you can flip the switch here, and now you can play as the villains. I just love how it's like the canteen and the idea that you can just start up all kinds of brawls if you want to. So, if I remember correctly, there was a character customization room. Maximum security area. Wow. I had no idea that Clayface could jump so high. I guess he could double jump. Let's see, what can the Riddler do? Well, I guess he could just whack people with his cane. Aha, there we go. Mind control. If a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? And I love the idea that because it's Arkham Asylum, the henchmen that are running around are both, well, it's all three of them. You got the Joker's henchmen, you got the Riddler's henchmen, and you got the Penguin's henchmen. Which, that's basic, those are all the leaders of all three stories throughout the game. So, we just completed the Riddler section. Okay, so this must be... yes. So this is the villain story. However, I kind of want to finish with the hero story before I start going to the villains. But first, I'm trying to remember where the character customization room is. I know it's around here somewhere. Hacking. So you can still kind of like go right into the Bat computer and get all the stuff that way. Maybe it's this one. Villain trophy room. So along the way you can actually collect mini kits here as well. So on the surface it may seem like there's only 3 worlds to explore. There's actually 6 because then you get to play through it from the dark side. Let me just be absolutely sure. In the maximum security area, is there... what's behind the old stove? Nothing. I just want to make sure. Is there a door around here? There it is. Yeah, so now you can customize your own characters. And I love the idea that the second character is basically just Batman with a gun. I think I'll cut back when I create the character I like. The name's Bond. Wait, I know there's a way you can test them. Come on! Oh, there... oh dear. Oh well. Oh, that's how you test them, right? Oh, that's just the face. Oh well. So yeah, if I can't play like a James Bond, I might as well play as the next best thing. Now I just have to undo that randomness. Oh, you just press the C button to test. Give me a moment. Alright. The name's Bond. James Bond. I love the sound effect of that gun. And you know what? I think all these karate moves make a lot of sense within the James Bond world. Seriously, where did they come up with this sound effect? I love it. But I just kind of magnetized them towards me. Oh, this is pure chaos. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright. Well, I hope you'll join me for some more. I love the way he even takes it out. It even looks kind of Bondy in that way. I mean, just look at that animation. I kind of wonder if maybe this is that era when they were just kind of like, well, it's unfortunate that we lost the James Bond license, but you know what? We can work around this. It's kind of like back during Prohibition when it was just like, warning, do not take this drink and ferment. It will turn into alcohol. Right. Until next time, keep having fun.